Are we gonna say welcome back?
Do I need a welcome back?
No. No, we're not gonna do that.
You
ready? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Come on, you know you actually Mr. Too Cool for School.
This is
Right.
not starting off well.
Not Mr. Too. You're
so too cool for school.
Yeah, you really are. Very much.
You're excited. We're excited. We're excited. It's okay.
I'm super excited. Super excited.
I think that's your new name, like Too Cool for School.
Too
Like,
Cool for School.
let's just change your DJ name right now.
Never.
DJ Too Cool for
Never.
School.
I'll
I'm
never
like,
do that.
what?
No.
Yes,
Never.
100%.
Never.
Welcome back, genius.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Woo! We are excited to have you back. You have no idea.
Appreciate it.
Because there's not too many people that we can put in between us that we feel like we can ask any question.
Literally.
Nothing is off limits.
Nothing is off limits.
Nothing.
So we're gonna take all the advantage
We
of that.
really are.
I'm scared now. I'm scared.
All the
You
advantage
didn't
of
even
that.
have to vet the process or nothing.
You don't know what we're gonna ask you. And we have questions here that we feel like a lot of people might also have questions
Yes.
answered and have the conversation started that no one has ever touched.
The thing is, who's bold enough to sit on camera and say it?
I am.
Mr. Too Cool for School.
School. Mad cop. I am.
Mr.
I
Too
am.
Cool for School, whatever.
So we're so happy you're here. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
And we're ready to get started. Let's
Yes.
just go. Let's get right into
Shoot
it.
it.
Right into it. Okay.
Shoot it.
All right.
First.
So recap 2024 for us. What is your take on the Philadelphia party scene HMI?
2024 to me in Philly was
I'm ready for this.
eventful. It was a lot of things happening. A lot of obviously you guys coming into the mix. A lot of the older promoters coming into the mix with a lot of good events. A lot of the support I feel like is lacking a bit much. How can I put this?
Bluntly.
Yeah, people pick sides, whether they want to admit it or not, with promoters and their events, obviously. So the same support one promoter may get from group the other promoter's not going to get, because there might be friction between promoters, or you guys know a lot of gossip runs the city. So things start to spread, and the people, the general public, will then pick a side.
Right.
So instead of just being on the fence and just wanting to see the community uplift as a whole, again, a lot of fun events, a lot of consistency from a lot of promoters in the city. I would name them, but my brain's running 100 miles an hour. So, I'm not going to name everybody because I don't want to leave nobody out.
Right.
So, but on a personal note, 2024 was gratifying for me.
How so?
Just business-wise, personal-wise.
Okay.
Like I achieved a lot.
Nice.
Like in my day job, and the music is the music, but as far as the social life, I feel like I was really busy in 2024.
Yeah, we noticed.
Extremely busy.
We noticed.
Stop.
That's that.
Extremely.
Right. Here we go.
Like I'm blessed to have a talent where people want my talent to shine, and I'm super appreciative always of the bookings and people reaching out and say, hey, I want you to be on my. That means I'm doing something right. So I'm always appreciative of that. I'm just looking forward to busier 2025.
Nice.
So
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
thank you.
Professionally and
Right.
personally. So congrats to
It was
you.
it was a really hard fought year, but
Nice.
we got through it by the
Yeah.
grace of Lord have mercy.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah, it started rough, but then it kind of evened out a little bit. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So we, one of the reasons why we wanted to sit down with you, we noticed with a lot of your posts from social media, there's a lot of frustration sometimes.
Controversy.
No, not
No?
like I'm usually trying not to be controversial. My thing is I'm passionate about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about
That comes through though.
Wanting-
It's that you don't want to be controversial,
Yeah.
but you're passionate, so you have to.
wanting better for my people, wanting better for the community, wanting just a better overall experience for everybody. And not everybody seems to, one, want the same things, and two, seems to want to understand where I'm coming from. Like, people think I'm taking shots or I'm, being, no, I'm not. But there are things that have to be, brought to the forefront for them to be addressed.
Yeah.
So many things, I don't even know where to start. But you guys may know more than I do at this point. But people have a hard time having the tough conversations.
Yeah.
Whether ego, whether they don't want to be, the enemy. It's never personal. It's never personal unless, it's a personal issue. And I pride myself on not having personal issues, with anybody. Because I just, come to events, I mind my business, and I stay in my corner, I drink my alcohol, and I play my music, and I go home.
Yeah.
With your jacket on.
Usually. But a lot of times too, the jacket will accentuate the outfit, so I can't really, it's a complete, ensemble.
The complete ensemble.
It is.
Okay, cool. I mean, and we, like Erlene was saying, the passion does come through as we watch your social media.
It's a gift and a curse. It is. No, it is.
So, the next question that we have for you is, what do you believe makes an event successful in Philly? Do you think it's the promoters, the artists, or the lineup, or is it the host? Like, what do you think? Like, if an event is successful in Philly, what do you think the reason is?
It's all the above.
Okay.
There's not one that matters more than the other.
Okay.
Like, people don't. The average person's not going to realize what it takes to throw a successful event until you've done it. You can't count the man hours. You can't count the money spent. You can't count, the sleepless nights of making sure that things are good. And there's always a hiccup. There's always, something, whether scheduling, whether venue issues, whether like an artist you're flying in, their flight's delayed. Like, it could be 100 things, 150,000, variables that can, make or break an event. They're all important. And people don't want to put the time into, the professionalism sometimes is lacking from both sides, the artist and the promotion, and DJs to venues to security to staff. Like, it's just a laundry list of things where I think it's all rated 100 on my list, because everything has to fall into place for an event to really be successful.
So, touch on the professionalism a little bit, because we've come across.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay.
because Erlene and I have come across some
wild situations.
Like, I'm not going to make mention of anybody in particular.
No, please don't.
No. This is not my intent. My intent is to just bring things to the forefront. I should never go into a venue and I go into the bathroom and there's nothing for me to wipe my hand. Never.
Yeah.
There should never be, you definitely want to give the people a safe environment. You definitely want to give them a sense of, hey, like, you never know, this might be somebody's first time in your venue, and that person, you don't know who these people are. And it could be something where that will prevent them from booking you in that venue going forward.
You miss out on opportunity.
Yeah.
You want to keep all your I's dotted and your T's crossed at all times, because whether you want to admit it or not, you're always doing business. Whether you're actually in the business at that particular time or not. You're always doing business. Always. So please be professional at all times. At all times. Because like if you represent like a crew, whether you're single or whether you're in a crew, like if you're not with your crew, obviously you're not doing business at that time, but if you're out somewhere, you're representing that crew.
Correct.
So, I'm sure you go out sometimes by yourself and you represent Clean Circle as a collective, and you're not gonna make her look bad the same way she's not gonna make you look bad with, acting a certain way in certain places. So, always be mindful. And with this age that we're in, everybody's always got a camera in their hand. You never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Never know who's watching.
Everybody.
Literally, everybody.
Everybody and their mother.
Literally.
All right. So, do you know the stereotype? Philly is not the party scene is not as popular as New York, Miami, Boston, etc. So, what do you think the party scene in Philly needs to be considered
one of the top?
And what do you think is lacking? Like what?
Lacking is camaraderie.
Okay.
In the sense of, yes, we're all in business, yes, we're all in competition, but at the same time, if, like me being a DJ or me being a DJ, like if I see you guys having something, like of course I'm going to promote it because, I'm fond of you two. You guys are my friends. So, just off the strength of that, but, with other promoters, I feel like they only support when it benefits them. They want to support because they want a discount at the bar. They want a discount at the door. Nah, just support to build the community collectively.
Yeah.
Like, one person's event being successful is going to fuel your event to be successful. Why? Because you want to keep the trajectory in the same, direction. So if everybody pulls, their resources together and helps, say, Queen Circle's having a party, on Saturday. Like if all the promoters, whoever's not having they shouldn't be double booking the dates anyway. But, things happen. But, if all the promoters come together and say, hey, like, we're gonna push this person's event because, it's just the thing to do. Why not? Why not? Just let's make this thing. I remember when I first came to Philly, there was a sense of camaraderie here, whereas DJs, helped each other out, promoters helped each other out. Like I feel like, that formula went dead. Why? I don't know.
I was about to ask, what do you think changed?
I feel like egos got big, and I'm too big, or I'm too popping to, push this person forward. Nah, like, what's it to you? Like, to share posts. What's it to you to, big somebody up that you see, is doing a good job or something? Why not? Why?
Yeah.
Just.
How is that gonna hurt?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So, that mentality I don't get with
you don't progress with that mentality.
not wanting others to succeed, like if it doesn't come from, like I don't understand that mind frame at all.
Like we all can eat.
There's a lot of money in this city, whether people want to believe it or not. There's a lot of money in this city. Why? Because these bars sell, these tickets sell.
Yeah.
When artists come from out of town, like these places be jammed.
Yeah.
So there's money here. I don't understand why you trying to gatekeep.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
No, I agree. I think like one of the things that I've noticed too is that like I feel like sometimes the people that the promoters and the DJs, I think like thinking that just posting the flyer one time is how you support.
No.
And like to me it's like that's just the bare minimum that you could do. Like to your point, like going somewhere and say, hey, like there's a great event tonight, like walking into a barbershop or a restaurant saying something like that and say, hey, like I'm gonna be at this party, like you guys should come through. Like that type of conversation is really like how we also push the agenda of all of us being successful and getting our city get the attention that it deserves. That's kind of like my take from it, because the only thing that I've noticed is, there's a lot of I'm just gonna post a flyer and
It's not enough.
yeah.
It's not.
It's not. And not only that too, but like it starts here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect other cities to look at Philly as one of the top places to, for nightlife if the people here don't actually believe it. Because they're quick to go to Miami, for, not to throw anybody's name out there, but, particular weekends in Miami. They're quick to go to Atlanta. They're quick to go to Boston. They're quick to go to New York. Cool. But, like, it starts in your own city. If you're not supporting, the promoters and the events in your city, how is your city going to be looked at as one of the top in the country if you're not even staying home and, taking care of home? So
and that kind of, and I think I know what you're going to say, but, like, do you think the promoters in the other cities would respect, Philly more if we did that, right? Like,
who really cares if they do or not?
Right.
Once you make your mark in your city, like, people take notice whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
People always take notice.
Yeah.
Now it's difficult for you to go, obviously, to another city. You don't have a fan base over there to, have a function. But like, if you link with the proper promoters, money talks in this business.
Yeah.
So if you link with the right people, you'll get what you want, if you're looking for it. But why not build your home base? Why take it somewhere else?
Yeah.
This is where your home base is. Why not make sure the crib is cool before you go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. So as a DJ in Philly's nightlife, do you feel that the promoters, so we talked about the promoters respecting other promoters and supporting other promoters. Do you feel like the promoters are supporting and respecting the DJs?
Absolutely not.
That was you knew that.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
That was fast.
No, absolutely not.
In what sense? Would you like to elaborate?
Of course I would.
No, yeah.
With regards to promoters, the goal is, obviously to make money. That's just the goal. But I feel like if you're a Philly promoter, instead of reaching out to other cities to book certain DJs, I get it. They come with a certain, crowd. They bring a certain allure to the function. I get that. There should be no reason why, like a party that's being kept in Philadelphia has no local talent on the lineup. Literally ever. Because there's tons of talent here. Whether, politics, it's politics everywhere. But you have to have local talent to build the city locally. Like, how's it going to look to other cities where, like, if I'm in New York and I'm looking at Philly flyers, and, obviously I party in New York, so you get to know certain DJs, you get to know certain names. Now, if I look on a flyer for a party in, a couple weeks, in Philadelphia, and all the DJs on the lineup are from New York.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to respect Philly as a party place?
Yeah.
You can't even hire the people that's in your backyard. So how am I supposed to look at you as, a top city in the entertainment? No, I'm not. You got to outsource just to have your... No. You
got to start home.
Kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
A little bit. But, the promoters, last year was, I don't want to say it was rough, but like, I'm always paying attention, whether I speak or not. Like, I'm always, like, I'm super observant, super observant. There are things that I see that I'll never speak on. There are things that I see that they don't readily affect me, but like, I make a mental note, like, I saw that, okay. And you never want to put yourself in a position where, like, something you witness, in the future can be done to you. Because I saw how they handle. I'm like, okay, I saw how they handle that. Yeah, I'm not gonna put myself in that position for that person to handle me in that aspect. I take a lot of mental notes when I, deal with these promoters who doesn't pay, who takes 14 business days to pay, who people give you one price and then the night of the event is a different price. So, but that's just relationship building, and
That's a thing?
of course it is.
Really?
What do you mean that's a thing? Of course it is.
Wow.
Of course it's a thing.
That's crazy. Like, we're
Y'all
so,
have-
like, we
y'all
can't
have
even,
no
like,
idea about things.
imagine doing that.
Y'all have no idea.
We
Y'all have
can't.
no idea.
Wow.
Like,
There's,
I really can't imagine doing that.
there's certain promoters that I really, really respect because, like, if I give you a price and as soon as I walk through the door, I get paid. Regardless if the party's, like in the thick of it or not. Like, as soon as I walk in the door, I get paid.
Wow.
And of course, I'm not going to make mention of names, obviously. Like, I'm going to keep names
Yeah.
out. But there's some promoters that take weeks to pay me.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, we're so
Why
shocked.
is that shocking?
It is
Because we're
shocking.
so hard on ourselves. Like, when we book somebody, we're so like, if anything doesn't happen, we have to pay this person. We have to do this. Like, we're very hard on ourselves.
You know
about
why?
Yeah.
You guys are principled. That's why.
it. And we can't even think of any
You guys
other
are
way
principled.
of.
You guys are principled and you understand the business and how things are supposed to be run.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's so
That's
audacious.
I can't
Yeah, sometimes-
imagine.
It's so
I don't
audacious.
understand. I don't understand how y'all
so
are
shocked.
shocked
I
on
know.
that.
Because
I
I
don't
can't
understand that.
imagine paying somebody for a service.
I can't imagine. I cannot fathom the thought.
Like, because you know why? Like, the paychecks that we get, they be what? Minuit. Give me my money.
If my
What?
I don't like people playing with my money like that, so I'm not.
Y'all don't understand. Like, it's so, like I could go in so many directions with
Like,
that
there's
topic.
so many detailed conversations behind the scenes about what are we gonna do, what is our budget, how are we gonna pay this, to make sure that everybody is paid appropriately in a timely manner. Like, that's wild.
insane.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple yes or no question.
I feel like it might not be.
Are there people that do business that don't know how to do business?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I guess, okay.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me because the one thing that you don't do is play with somebody's money.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're really like, we can't, like, we cannot.
I get it.
That's insane.
We get it, but not everybody gets it.
That's insane.
People don't get it. People like, they go, oh yeah, I got you. And then they'll be like, oh, they'll play the game, they'll forget, or I got a lot of things going on, whatever. Or, they'll just stop answering phones.
Wow.
Why y'all
Wait,
laughing
this
like,
is happening in Philly? I'm sorry.
So, alright, let me get this straight. So, they'll stop answering phones. We all in the same city, so when you bump into them, fast.
niggas get pressed. There's no,
That is crazy.
yeah. All right, yeah, it's been a while, but it still happens. Of course it does.
Wow.
Of course it does.
That's insane.
Wow.
I can't fathom. Like,
There's a lot of things I can tell you. There's a lot of things I can tell you that you probably be like, no fucking way that happened.
There's no way.
Yeah, okay.
There's no way.
Way.
Wow.
Way.
Way. It's like way.
Way.
Okay. Wow. All right. Genius. Do you think it's good for a promoter to bring the same type of artists in a city like Philadelphia, like more than once, like a couple times a year? Or do you think it's best for us to do like a new band or a more up and coming artist, like a new act, like different styles and variety?
With that, I think it's at the discretion of the promoter, and with how the artists, obviously their careers going.
Excuse me.
Like if they have, obviously new product, will take precedence.
Yeah.
Like if they drop a new album and it's got like a super buzz, then I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah.
With regards to new artists are a gamble because like the general public is not, they're not as in tune with the artist, one, and two, their music. So I feel like it's a crapshoot when it comes to new artists, unless this person has like an insane buzz where like once you put the flyer out, or if with speaking to people in the street, obviously, and keeping your ear to the street, you kind of know who's really got the ear, who the people are feeling, who they're not. So I think it's a discretion thing, and also, if it makes sense financially, or if you're getting a deal from that artist, so many factors, so many factors. So the safe answer is discretion.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, how do you think the people, the masses, will be receptive to it, though, to the new artists, if they were to come?
I mean, depending on
the artist.
Nobody books bad acts. Like nobody's gonna be like a bad act and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna book this horrible act." You got to have some, level of talent. And the body of work is, really important too, because there are a lot of these new artists that can't, do an hour show. And if you are doing an hour show, how many of those songs do the people actually know?
Yeah.
It's a lot goes into this, and people just see like the outward picture, like, oh yeah, they put on a show. A lot of variables really, really go into this thing. There are new artists that they don't have 10 songs.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
They're riding the wave of
one,
at times 2 records. Yeah, or even a feature. Like it's not even your song. Right? Yo, you just gonna sing the verse and ride it out.
I'm
like,
lit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna put that one verse on loop. No, but people get booked. Yeah. So, like it depends on the artist, it depends on the market, it depends on obviously budget, it depends on so many variables. But yeah.
Okay.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. Got it.
We got the million dollar question is next. The question that everybody talks about.
And what's that?
So, what is your take on people thinking that coming to somebody's party for free?
No. I'm not gonna let you finish. All right.
What is your take on?
I'm jumping right in. And I said this right before I came to this interview. I was at a meeting with a few promoters in the city, obviously. So, and I reiterated this very point in this meeting before I got here. If you're gonna support somebody, like we've all known each other, we just met. So, me and Lala have known each other for a while. There are times I'll call Lala to just point me in a direction of whatever issues. Like I don't want to put your business out there, but like if I had an issue with a phone or something, or like a carrier, like I would call Lala because I know she's an expert on the situation. So, but if I call Lala, I say, "Yo, Lala, like I need you to point me in a direction of X, Y, Z," and Lala says, "Cool." Like, she either makes a call or she says, "Hey, go see this person, go see that person." Like, I'm now indebted to Lala because she looked out. Cool. Why, if Lala's having a party, I'm gonna want to go for free? Why?
It blows my mind.
Why?
It's crazy to me.
It's supporting.
Why? No, it's not. No.
Like people think that their physical body being there alone,
their presence,
their presence is support.
Listen, like I'm gonna say this as clear as I can.
Live in Michael, you got to
Granted, like I haven't had an event in a really, really long time, but I was telling Lala earlier, like I'm thinking about,
it's coming.
Kind of putting something in motion. Listen, look me dead in my face. 30-year friendships, 40-year friendships, I don't care. If I am having an event, if you want to support me, you'll buy a ticket.
Yeah. A good friend, our last event, well, One of our villains.
What else is there to talk about at this point?
A good friend of mine, she bought a ticket and she worked the party.
Yeah.
And didn't
That's
ask for the
support.
money back or think
That
about the
is
money
support.
back. She bought a ticket and then she worked the party.
That is support. Friends or no friend, but you'll support something outside of your city. You'll book a ticket to Miami. You'll pay 400%, markup on a bottle in Miami. You bought your ticket for the party. You got some friends with you. You got an Airbnb. You got a hotel room. You'll spend all that money in another city. But because we're friends,
You can't pay $75?
you can't pay what I'm asking at the door? Nah, nigga, what's saving? Like, nah, no.
Yeah.
There's not, like, I don't want to seem like my thought process is completely different. Whereas Lala having a party, I'm not calling Lala, give me a ticket for what? Nah. I'm buying my ticket. I'm spending money at the bar. Like, if it's your bar, I'm going to spend money at this bar. Supporting your friends means supporting their endeavors on both ends.
Yeah.
Personally, like if we have a conversation, like I'll support you as a friend, cool. If they're doing business, you're definitely gonna get my support. Why? We all hustling out here.
Yeah.
Whether you work a 9 to 5, whether you sell drugs. If I know somebody that sells drugs, I'm buying all my drugs from you.
Period.
Why am I supposed to go to somebody else? Oh no, my man got that.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling you. Yo, son, I need so and so. I'm not gonna ask for it for free. What restaurant you can walk in, even if your friend owns it, you getting free food? Really? Really?
Exactly.
Your friend work at Macy's, you can walk in there like, yo, son, let me get this low sweater. Nothing. Nah, it's not how that works.
Yeah, people are really entitled to feel that they
always blur the lines of the friendship and the business. Nah, bro, it's completely two separate entities. We're friends, cool. Like my friend is a barber, I'm not gonna expect a free haircut.
Yeah.
You're doing business.
Yeah.
Respect me doing business and spend your money. That's the real support.
Yeah.
Spend your money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes too, there's some people that feels the entitlement, and it's not even from like a friendship thing. It's just like, you want me to come to your event, so give me a ticket.
You was gonna come anyway. Now, if my event's a popping event in the city that night, you're coming anyway.
Yeah.
What else is going on? If you want to go out, all right, cool. Why am I entitled to give you a free ticket? Why?
Yeah.
Because we're friends?
Because we're friends. Some people feel like just because.
Yeah, just because.
Now, if I call you and say, hey,
her or him.
now if I call you, let me be the one to make the call if I'm having the event.
Correct.
Let me be the one like, yo, so you my nigga, here's a couple tickets, you and your girl, you and a couple homies, whatever, cool, y'all good on me. But don't hit me with the, yo, so I need, nah. You're not going to use the friendship as the crutch. Nah.
A lot of people do it at the door. They don't even call you and be like, oh, let me get a free ticket. They right at the door with Nafigimun and everything.
You know what I used to do? Like, this is funny. What I used to do on days of events, like if I was having an event or if I knew I was booked for something, I turn my phone off all day.
We've heard that before. Well,
It
at
works.
some point of the day.
No, it works.
Yeah.
No, it works. Now you can just D&D your shit. From as soon as I open my eyes, D&D. All day. Now if I need to make a call, all right, cool. As soon as I hang up, back to D&D.
Yeah.
Nah. You're not gonna bombard me with ticket requests last day. You're not gonna hit me with the yo. Nah. As long as I make sure the stuff I need to, get done before my event is cool. Everybody's taken care of, everybody's in place. I made the calls I need to make. Cool. Everybody's on schedule. Cool. Don't call my phone.
Yeah.
You had how many months to get tickets? You had how many months to do this? How many months to do that? Like if I'm selling bottles and I tell you like, yo, the night before the event, bottle package is closed. Don't call me the day of the event. Don't call me.
It's a lack of respect.
Don't call me. Like, yo, no. You're going to pay bar price now.
Yeah.
Why? Because you waited.
Yeah. And not only that, if they don't know the promoter or it's like, a different cultured party, they don't do those things.
Of course, they can't.
Yeah.
They cannot. You can't go to, like I'm going to use this as an example. You can't go to these Jamaican parties and make rules for them. You can't tell me I can't. What? Huh? Nah. You can't tell me what you want to pay for bottles. That's not how that works. At all. At all. Start respecting people doing business. Please. Getting annoyed. It's annoying.
You know,
You're annoyed. It's not getting annoyed. There.
Your social
It's so
media.
annoying. It is so annoying. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
And why do you feel this sense of entitlement? I don't owe you shit.
What that is what I call.
I don't owe you nothing. You didn't help, book the artist.
Yeah.
You ain't helped me with my equipment. You ain't helped me, like, nothing. You did nothing. But you want to come in for, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. What is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong with y'all?
What is wrong with you?
I'm really trying not to use foul language.
It's okay.
What is wrong with y'all, man? Stop.
Stop it. 2025, we're stopping it.
Put an end to it.
Put it
It should
into
have been stopped. It should have been stopped.
But this year it's gonna be stopped.
Let's fucking hope so. Let's hope.
You don't sound like you believe it.
I don't. Because people tolerate their friends, man.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They tolerate, like, oh, that's how he is. That's not an excuse. Oh, he ain't got no money. All right, stay home. Stay home. Whether you're at my party or not, it's not going to make or break. One single body is not going to make or break if this party's a success or not. Stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home. Yo, I would have came. All right, cool. You did it. So
Should have.
don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, stop.
Okay. So my next question is, I remember the very first time you came here and we asked you a question around, like, what advice do you have for us as women?
Pause. Before you even finish your question, I remember exactly what I said to you, and I'm pretty sure not every time it happens, you guys think, damn, Genius told us.
Yeah, we do.
See?
We do. We do. So a follow-up to that is, I think one of the things that, like, Erlene and I are very, your advice and a couple other people, like, really put us in a place where we try to be very aware of situations and things like that. But at the same token, I think there's been, like, so much things that we hear, like rumors, just things that we don't even bother, like, addressing or talking about, but they're like wild things. I guess you've heard them too.
I haven't heard shit.
Okay. So,
But to be honest, even if I heard them, like, I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm not here to, like, it's not going to ruin my relationship with you guys because whatever y'all do in your own time is your business.
Yeah. But that's not my question, though.
Uh-oh. Now
That's not my question. So, with all of that, we're coming up almost in a year where we, came out with Queen Circle and things like that. So, do you think that, what's your take on the respect factor for women promoters? Do you think in Philadelphia that's something that is respected? Do you think it's something that, people are seeing the change? Do you think it's a good thing for the community? Like, what's your take on what,
It's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because this is a male-dominated industry, obviously. So, more female promoters, I feel like, is... it's not a bad thing. I feel like you guys have a certain level of, creativity, as women have a certain level of creativity that men don't. Vice versa too.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys would put, like, minute touches on things that men would have overlooked. Because obviously women's brains, work differently. So, with decor, with little accents.
Yeah.
But as far as the business, I mean, again, it's a male-dominated field. And like I told you last time, the fact that you guys are women, you guys are kind of at a disadvantage in this business. Because the men will try to get over on the women, first before they even try to get over on other dudes.
Yeah.
Then of course they'll blur the lines of, the business relationship as far as
Getting into our pants.
Correct. For lack of a better term. Wanting the fringe benefits on top of the business.
Taking our money and then asking for more.
That's just, I hate dudes that I don't know.
We said we're just gonna have all the conversations.
It makes it so hard, to when I hear I hear all the stories. I hear when I hear that stuff, and it hurts me more when it's somebody I thought I had respect for.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just move accordingly after that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't react. You don't get ugly. Unless it gets super disrespectful to the point where you feel like it has to get ugly.
Yeah.
But you just know how to move forward. You just how to move accordingly and never put yourself in a position where you feel like that person could play in your face again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, you got to respect yourself first. You don't respect yourself, nobody's gonna respect you, and that's just a fact.
Okay. So what do you think the likelihood is of the Haitian parties merging with the other cultures?
I think it's doable, but we party differently. Party really, really differently. We party
Please
differently.
tell us how.
And I'll just compare this to the Jamaicans because I have a lot of Jamaican friends that's where I started in, the music. So, one, Jamaicans come out a lot later than, Haitians do. That's one. Two, I feel like the biggest deterrent will be the smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haitians are not into that. Haitians are not into the smoking at all.
Correct. And I've yet to go to a Jamaican function and I didn't come out reeking of marijuana. I'm talking about it's embedded in your clothes because it's so much of it, going around. People not gonna, and that's where I feel like the biggest gap is gonna be.
Okay.
That's where the biggest gap is gonna be. I think it's doable, music wise, because let's be honest, Haitians love reggae music the same way, we love, other kinds of music. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as the Jamaicans loving compa, that's a completely different argument. Their culture is not. I don't think it's geared to embrace.
Yeah.
Our music yet. It's not. And
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because it feels like Haitians are quick to accept a lot of other cultures and their music and music.
We go
but
everywhere.
we're not. Our music is not accepted
Because I feel like the pace may be different. The pace, our music's more sensual. Our music is more true. But the Gabodai that's just Haitian soca to me. Mm-hmm. And I hate it. I'm on record. I hate it. But I just don't feel like it'll translate well in their parties. I just don't. You may be able to throw in a couple records here and there, but it's never gonna fly. Like a 20-minute segment of Gabodai would absolutely they'll probably throw shit at you. They'll be like, what the fuck is this? They're just not. Whereas you throw 20 minutes of reggae on in a Haitian party and.
Do you think that it could be that the Jamaicans, they listen to their music, they stick to their culture, they stick to that, and they're not trying to hear nothing else, versus Haitians are more so, we don't stick to ours the same way.
So,
we don't stand tall on it.
And this may be back before your time. You told me what year you were born, I understand completely. Lala may remember. There was a time Jamaicans and Haitians did not at all.
I know that time.
At all.
I know that's a.
We've since come a long way,
We have, yeah.
like a very long way, but I feel like there's still remnants of that there. Maybe not with the younger generation. The younger generation is a little more, they're a little more open to, but the older ones, I feel like they tolerate us.
Yeah.
But as far as like, just embracing our culture, absolutely not.
They don't.
Absolutely not.
They don't.
Absolutely not. Whatever that reason, I don't know. Like I have tons of Jamaican friends. They respect me. I respect them. But we've never had a conversation about it.
I actually had a conversation about this the other day at work.
I feel like it'll be a tough conversation though.
A couple Jamaicans were saying that they grew up fearing Haitians. Like their parents taught them that all Haitians do voodoo.
Wow.
Like someone in particular was telling me that their
before.
popular dish, ackee and what's their popular dish?
Just ackee and saltfish.
Ackee and saltfish. Apparently, this is the first time I've ever heard something like this. They were telling me that a couple of Haitians told them that Haitians hate ackee and saltfish because it's used for voodoo or something like that. I'm like, I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that either. But
and like it was like a couple of them, they all were in agreement to this. I'm like, this is news to me. I've never heard this before.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But this goes back to a quote that I heard probably when I was maybe 15 that I never forgot. Nobody cares about the truth when the lies are more entertaining.
That is a fact.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the God's honest truth. Nobody cares. The lies are entertaining. We'll just focus on the lies. The truth doesn't matter at this point.
That's true.
We don't know.
So, do you think or do you believe there's an artist, a Haitian artist right now, that can take compa to be recognized in the world, or can take compa to the next level where, it's recognized like some of the other?
It's been done.
It's been done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I think I saw a report today that Joe Duetfile is about to have a platinum single.
Yeah.
I can't remember another fucking platinum single in my life.
Joey Duetfile is that guy.
How good is that? Like, how do you think that's gonna impact us?
I hate to say it, but I'm going to be honest about this.
Please do.
The HMI as a whole, they don't respect what he does in that industry.
Wait, say it again.
They don't. The Haitian musical industry does not respect what Joe Duetfile does.
Really?
They do not.
Why do you say that?
Because it's not happening for them, and they've been doing it for 15, 20 years. Like the elder artists.
So you're talking about his peers, like other songwriters and singers too.
They don't like that it happened for him and he hasn't been doing this 10 years.
Okay.
They don't like that.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They've been in the mix, 15 years, how many different bands, how many different albums, and it's never happened for them. So in the manner in which that he did it, and with the record, they may not even like the record. They don't want to say publicly that they don't like the record because of the popularity that it gained. Madonna was online.
Yeah.
Dancing the cock company.
What do you think is getting him there? Like, what do you think he's doing different that's taking him to these new levels?
He's not falling in line with how it should be done and how it's supposed to sound. He just locks himself in the studio and he makes songs. He's not concerned with he's a big fucking deal.
He is.
Outside of this country. Like, he's a big deal.
To get to those levels, it's not just the talent in the music itself. Like, there's other steps that you have to take to get there. What do you think he's doing? Besides him having the talent and making fire music, like, what do you think he's doing that the music is actually getting to where it's being recognized? Like, people are seeing it. The music could be fire, but it seems like with a lot of other people, it's not platinum. Like we just said, it's not.
So, he doesn't make conventional, compa records. because if you listen to the formatting of his songs, you know how, like, the average compa record will start with, the first verse and then that long instrumental bridge, and then the second verse, and then it'll be at the end of the song. His songs are never formatted that way. He has his own format, his own ideology as far as the music goes, and it's working for him. Like if you listen to Cock Company, like the solos at the end of the record, and there was a point when I first heard it, I was like, damn, this solo is so crazy. Why did he put it at the end of the record? But then I went back and listened to a lot of his stuff. All his solos are at the end of the record. So I'm like, that's his thing. But he doesn't follow conventional rules of compa music. He doesn't. And that's what makes him stand out. And obviously, he's, having the success with it.
Yeah, it's all that. Like when I first heard that song, I'm like, well, even his French sound different. I'm like, what?
I didn't know he was Haitian. I thought he was just, from Paris. I didn't think he was Haitian. But then when I did my read, I was like, oh shit, he's Haitian.
So, okay. So you just thought Joey.
Yeah, I just thought he was, born in France and, So, maybe that's why too, that his peers don't respect him, because he didn't, quote unquote, grow up in Haiti. So he's looked at as, he's Haitian, but he's not really Haitian, if that makes sense. And
they be trying to say that to me.
Of course.
They be.
so now you like
me and Joey blood is on the same page. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Regardless of where you were born, if you got those roots, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like for him too, what I love about him is that he highlights it, and for him to take a song that Tonton Bichat
and he made it a smash, fucking it,
and made it a hit.
What?
Like that recognized to me how far he went back.
He's super creative.
He's into the history of compa,
the culture, yeah.
Because I heard he was listening to Topad Lemon recently. Like he's really into the culture, and then to your point, I think he really does go, create his own lane, and he doesn't, listen to the noise. But
and it's easy for him too. The producers have a completely different, thought process when it comes to making music. Like, I'm sure he probably consumes a lot of music just looking for that new sound or something he can sample to make that next smash record. And, again, he might live in the studio because he arranges, he produces, he writes, he's an artist. He does all that stuff on his own. He's reaping the benefit, obviously. He travels with a band, but the band is just there, obviously, for the instrumentals. But I don't want to say he's a one-man army, but he kind of is. Yeah. Because he writes his own music, he produces the records, he lives in the studio.
Yeah.
Super talented too. Super talented.
Super talented. So let's talk about Queen Circle.
What about y'all?
As we're fresh, we're new, we just hit the scene, so you on the outside that's hearing what the streets are saying, do you think that we are respected as an upcoming promotion team? Do you think that we are respected?
Here's
the raw truth.
Let me ask you a question to that question. Do you care if you're respected or not?
I mean,
you want to be respected.
It's easy to say no, like, oh, I don't care about what people think. That sounds good, but realistically, we want to be respected.
So here's what I'll say with regards to you guys. You asked me a question before we even started shooting with, people talking about the event, coming up. Yes, they are talking about it. What I will also commend you guys on is, not to bring this up, but
bring it up. It's okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of scared where you're
curious
going
to see
with
what
this.
you're
But
gonna
go ahead.
I'm proud of the fact that you guys had a situation amongst your team that did not make it public. If that makes sense.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It
That
does.
makes sense.
I kind of expected it to because I understand how this city works.
Yeah.
But I was very, very happy that it did not. So, round of applause to you two.
Kudos to us.
Yes, for you guys understand what having a brand is, clearly.
Yeah.
And literally any and everything can, like put a black eye on the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys protected that. You kept it in house and it worked itself out. It didn't get ugly. It didn't get to a point like of no return.
Yeah.
And you guys are still here, still having events, still being fabulous young women. And you never took your eyes off the prize.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, like, there's a quote for this, but it's not gonna be perceived well. So I'm not gonna say it.
Say no.
No,
No,
you
I'm
say it.
Come on.
You said you'll say anything.
Come on.
So
But
you have
all right,
to.
Fair. One monkey don't stop no show.
Yeah. So, thank you for saying that.
I'm
And you
I'm
did
sorry to
Instagram.
come out like that.
No. It's not even the
One monkey
quote.
doesn't-
Like,
yeah.
thank you for everything you just said. And I think to your point, when we all started, one of the things that was extremely important is the brand. And
It has to be.
our goal above anything else is we're not going to address anything. We never will.
Good.
Whatever we hear, true or not, we'll laugh about it amongst each other because there's some crazy stuff that we've heard. We're like, oh, really?
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, we've heard some crazy
Like, I didn't know
business.
that.
We're like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, but I think, the focus for us has always been, and I think it was Erling that came up with it, the unity in entertainment.
Unity meets
Yeah,
entertainment.
unity meets entertainment. And our goal has always been to support people, give people respect,
Receive it.
receive it, but more so give it in the sense like if you're paying somebody for like if somebody's giving you a service, then give them the respect
Of course.
to pay their money
Yes.
because then we expect the same in return. So we appreciate you saying that.
I just wish what you just said was universally understood. There are too many people that are, out here doing business, and whether supporters or whether you have your own brand, whatever the case, and they don't understand that just respect what the other person's doing.
Yeah.
Respect, like if you want that same respect, why not just give it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes things so much more simple.
Yeah, that's true.
It does. It does. And I think we get further
Of course.
with that.
Not even singly, just, collectively. Like, if we're in the same field, like, bro, I'm not your enemy. Yeah, we're competing, obviously, but I'm not your enemy. I want to see you succeed too, because your success is the success of everybody.
Yeah.
It ain't just you, but everybody, has the ego of, they want the top spot at all costs, but that shit don't be worth it most times, man. It don't. It doesn't. It's not.
Well, thank you for the kind words. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. We appreciate it.
I do what I can.
All right. So we probably touched on this already a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask again.
Sure.
So as a party goer, what would you like to see different in Philadelphia for
People coming out
2025?
early.
Wow.
So, all right. People spend money on outfits. They spend money on alcohol. They spend money on sections. They spend money on tickets. If a party starts at 10 o'clock and before you get to the party, you're $1,200 in already. Mm-hmm. And I'm just throwing a number out there. Clothes, tickets, booze, weed, whatever. Mm-hmm. You're $1,200 in. Why not give yourself more time to enjoy your $1,200 than showing up to the party late?
Devil's advocate. What about the people that those 4 hours are too overwhelming? They just need about 2 hours. That's it. Some people are just like, I don't want to be there for 4 hours. It's too much stimulation. It's too much. I just need 2 hours.
Why are you coming out there if you don't want to enjoy the full ride?
Because I can take some of it. I can't take too much of it.
I think that's like more of a personal thing. Yeah. I think Haitians are more like...
Yeah, that's what I said. Devil's advocate for those people that feel that way. For those...
I've never heard that as a reason for...
Hold on.
It's definitely a reason.
So, I'm also going to piggyback on that. Mm-hmm. All right, party starts at 10. Mm-hmm. And you're not leaving your house till midnight. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happens? You get to the party 12:30 and you can't get in because you were late.
Then I'm gonna go home.
But you spent $1,200. Tickets, outfit, alcohol, booze. Like, you spent that money's already out. Mm-hmm. Because you bought advance tickets, you bought bottle packages, whatever. Your section's already locked in.
So why wouldn't I be getting in?
Because it's at capacity.
Well, I mean, I just go home.
I think the other side...
You don't get your money.
Yeah, I go home.
You say that, but nah. That's not always the case.
I think, I don't know. The way I see it is, from a promoter standpoint, is that you pay a DJ from 10... If you get to whatever, mm-hmm. You pay a second DJ to play from XYZ time to another. The point of that is for people to enjoy that. Like, if you're paying a band to play for 3 hours, because then if that's the case, then you could have had the party for 2 hours and not charge them all that money if people are going to show up late. Because you're paying for all those hours. I get that from a party-goer standpoint. I think from a party-goer standpoint, for those people that feel like, I just need about an hour, I'm cool with that. But it's not for the issue of being late is not for those people. Mm-hmm. That's making a choice to show up for 1 or 2 hours, not for those people. The point is for the other 99%.
99%.
Yeah, 99%. I don't want to say 99%. I'm exaggerating because I'm usually try to be on time if I can. But for a majority of the people who just show up late that spend all their money, you also have to understand the money that was spent to create this event from 10 to 3.
Let me ask y'all something. So now that you guys have a different vantage point as far as these events, because before you were just party goers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you guys are. Has your approach changed?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, a lot. I don't enjoy parties anymore. It's
Why?
Literally work.
Why? They're not all work. They're not.
Work in a sense we go there to also learn.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So then it becomes
So I'm not normally as a party goer. I'm there. I'm here. I'm drinking. I'm vibing. Mm-hmm. I'm not paying attention. But now when I'm at a party, it's a lot of mental work. I'm paying attention to see what people like, what people don't like, what just happened. Did they receive that well? Mm-hmm. So it's a mental. I'm not relaxed. I'm not enjoying the party truly. I'm analyzing everything.
And that's the life of a DJ. You guys get to see my vantage point now. Because when I go out to events, and obviously I'm not working, but you're seeing what works, you're seeing what doesn't work, you're seeing how the crowd, reacts to certain things. Mm-hmm. You're paying attention to things that that were always in front of you that you mm-hmm. didn't see. And I'll ask a follow-up question on that. do you guys go to events now to incorporate certain things you see at other events into your events? Not technically stealing ideas, but
if it works, it works.
Kind of tweaking certain things. Yeah.
Like if it works, it works. Like one of the things that we did from the very beginning is like, well, if we go to an event we don't know the DJ, like off the rip, we're like, oh, this like he's nice. Who is he? Let's link up. Or like if we notice something that we're like, oh my God, that's so cool that Hall did this at his party and it worked. Like, but I feel like that's okay to do that. Like if someone show up to a Queen Circle party and say, oh my God, the girls did that, and then we show up to the next party and see it, we're gonna love that.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh crap,
not everybody's gonna.
We're not gonna look at it like to me, like if it works, I'm gonna.
No, if it works,
it works. It works. I'm not stealing nothing at the end of the day. I'm just like, it's an idea that works.
You can't steal something that didn't belong to you in the first place.
Correct. So like, I think that's I for us, like, yeah, that's why we go and we do homework. Like that's why parties become like more of like, let's see, like what could we do? We learn from our own mistakes, but we also look at certain situations that we're like, oh, that worked. Or we'll be like, yeah, let's make sure we don't do that too. Like, you know what I mean? So it then becomes like a learning experience, like every time.
And that's the thing too. Like as long as you guys are willing and understand the fact that you never stop learning in this business.
Yeah.
There's always something that's going to change. There's always something that's going to, pique your interest in that you could put into your, events and your, your notebook of stuff. Stuff.
Earlene has a notebook.
Do you really?
Yes.
I have a notebook of stuff.
She does have a notebook of stuff.
Like, I usually walk around with like a little pocket notebook in my pocket just to take, little notes and stuff. And
we see you sitting there watching.
You're not gonna remember everything, so it's just kind of like I keep the notes app in my phone too. If I don't have the physical notebook with me, then I'll pop in my notes app and just jot shit down.
I'm old school. I like the
right.
I do that a lot, a lot.
I feel like if I write it down, I'll remember it more. It's like ingrained in my memory.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. All right, so last question.
Last.
Okay.
Last but not least.
February 22nd. Woo!
It's lit.
Masquerade. Mettez masque na figi nou. Masquerade affair. Bidget and Cadillac.
I've been looking for my outfit since November. I'm trying not to be as dramatic as I want to be.
Please, be dramatic.
Be dramatic.
Be dramatic. Please. Do you have your mask already?
The show.
I'm torn between two.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It all depends on.
Oh man. Please be dramatic for us. Please.
Y'all don't want me to do.
Please.
Yes,
We're literally saying please.
No,
Please.
This is gonna be a lot.
Please.
Nah.
I'm excited.
I might.
All right. Good. Okay.
Wasn't the date initially like a different date, or was it always the 22nd?
It was always the 22nd.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I could have swore it was a different date.
No.
Okay.
Is that old age kicking in?
Probably. I am old.
Guess what that is? Yep.
It took you long enough to drop it.
I was about to drop it a couple times, but you was on the floor. I didn't want to.
I'm excited because of the two artist dynamic.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really sexy event. It's going to be really, it's a lot easier and I'm thinking in terms of the couples that I remember that, had records.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the first one that comes to mind is, Deborah Cox and RL. The We Can't Be Friends record.
Yeah.
And when they would perform that song, you can feel, the energy with the record, and I feel like that's going to add a dynamic to the show and these songs that the people are gonna love.
Yes.
That's a bring your girl event.
Yes.
It's not one of those where you think you're gonna come, solo and you're gonna, steal somebody's girl. You're not, bro. You better bring your girl. It's gonna be fun. It is.
Yeah. We're
I'm
excited.
I'm
Yes.
excited too.
I'm excited to see how people are gonna play around with the mask. I'm excited to see what they're gonna come in with. I'm really excited about that.
All right. That's
It's a
it.
real masquerade party, guys.
It's
We're not just
yes.
saying it.
It's sealed. I'm going full dramatic.
Yes.
I just go
Yes.
Like to hear.
I'm going
Yes.
full.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
Full dramatic.
These
Yes.
pictures for this party is going to be
Full-
amazing.
full-
Yes.
full-
I can't tell you guys.
I can't wait to.
I can't tell if you are looking to get your pictures and be in this video. We are
Yes, the best dress, the most dramatic. Like put
I'm going
some
full
thought
dramatic.
into your outfit,
I'm going
your
full.
mask.
like flying someone in.
I
Yes,
still don't
to
know
take
which
pictures.
mask I'm gonna wear.
Flying someone in to take pictures for this event.
Who's taking pictures?
We're flying someone in.
yeah. A dope photographer.
You can tell me after the show.
We'll tell you after
All
the
right,
show.
cool.
Very well known in the HMI.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's taking
I think I know.
pictures
I think I know who he's talking about
Beautiful
too.
for
pictures.
everyone. So we really,
You're
again, this
basically going to be
event,
at a photo shoot, guys. So
And-
come prepared.
this event is one of the ways that
Cat, my
we
V6
want,
in
we want people to remember
Mhm.
Philadelphia.
Mhm.
We want people to remember this experience. We want people to see what a party in our city looks like. And we want it at the highest level.
Plus, with it being as close to
Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day, like it's just a romantic
Yes.
Of it
vibe.
all.
Like yeah,
And I don't know if anyone peep in the package. There is a Valentine's Day special.
Yes.
A lovers
lovers
special.
package.
Yeah, a lovers package.
Mhm.
There is a special package for all the lovers.
special.
Ask us
package.
about
It
it.
is a special
It's a
package.
special package.
How special is this package?
Very special.
Very special.
For the lovers.
For the lovers.
They're going out fast, guys, so get on it.
Yes.
If you want to celebrate with your love. Like, here's the thing, right? Celebrating on Valentine's Day is honestly, it's overrated.
Yeah.
Everywhere is super packed.
Super.
Everywhere is super tight. Like, it's annoying, the hustle and the bustle of it all. So, what is that? What is the 22nd? A week later?
A week
Yeah.
later.
A week later, you step out.
Valentine's Day is the 14th,
14th.
obviously.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's a Friday.
Okay, so a week later.
It is a Friday. Yeah.
A week
The
later.
15th is a set. Wait, is it?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
It is a
It
Friday.
is a
It's
Friday.
a Friday. Okay.
So a week
So
later.
the following Saturday, like say like you don't gotta book no reservations.
Nothing.
Wait until the week later and come out and show out in your sexy, sexy mask.
Best dress.
Not being shed bed.
Yes.
Genius says
Oh God. What did I say?
we got you on
Stopping the
camera.
show.
You gotta stop the show.
I didn't say that.
that.
I didn't say that. I said I was coming full dramatic.
That's
Stop
not
the
the
show.
show.
I guess. Y'all want to put words in my mouth, okay?
I mean, that's stopping the show.
Stopping the show.
And I'm gonna send this clip to Hall, to James, to all of them, so that they know that you're saying you about to stop the show.
That it's a competition.
Correct.
That's dress.
Correct.
You hear that? Max,
Full
James,
Yeah.
Hall, qui sont encore?
No tudo.
Full dramatic.
No tudo.
RJ Mix.
Yeah, you tudo, né?
Net.
Lens.
It's a lens. It's a competition.
Yes.
Who's the best dressed?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Genius, get the deal up, yeah.
What did I say?
What y'all
Why
gonna
y'all
do?
putting words in my
That's
mouth?
What y'all gonna do?
You don't want to say it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it
Come on,
for
help out.
you.
What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna let Genius show you out like that?
This is not fair. What we doing?
February 22nd. February 22nd. We cannot wait to see
Can't wait.
how dramatic. Use your imaginations, guys.
Now what?
Go.
Now what?
He said he got this.
He got this. He's been looking for his outfit since November.
Yes. Now, when Mr. Too Cool for School starts early,
Yeah.
that's a good. That's
I think we're gonna have to drop your picture first before we drop anything else, and just say the winner is. And then we're gonna drop the album for the rest of the party. Like we're gonna give you a whole day.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Well, we can't wait to see you guys February 22nd. Jeanius, thank you so much for coming. He's already thinking through
That's what
we're putting
I'm
out
trying
there.
to decide which mask I'm gonna wear.
We're both. Fuck it.
Nah, I can't.
Fuck it. Do a switch up.
Comment, yeah, switch.
I might.
Yeah, switch it up.
The master of disguise for real.
I might.
Well, we can't wait. We can't wait. Thank you so much for coming. This was such a great conversation.
It was.
We appreciate you, your honesty, and your bluntness, and your passion. Thank you for coming.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. As always.